If you're wondering about this table, let me share everything with you. I'm going to give you the pros and cons, and I'm going to tell you who I think it's best for and who I don't think should get it. Stay all the way to the end for the cons. I spent a lot of time out here on my porch in the spring and summer reading or watching the kids play, watching the birds, just relaxing out here. And I get really tired of sitting on the ground because, I'm old, my booty hurts. So I wanted to sit in a chair, but then when I have a chair and no table, it became a whole big thing. And I thought, wouldn't it be handy if I just had a little table that I can easily carry around, but that I could use if I'm filming or if I'm reading, I want to set my book down, have my cup here. So let me show you all the little details of this. It is a very tiny table. This is not a huge table. If you're looking for something giant, you're going to be disappointed in this because it is not meant to be giant. It is sturdy. It doesn't matter where you put your heavy, this is a full bottle of water. It doesn't matter where you put it. It's not tipping over because of the way the base is. The base is made in such a way that it has this little part right here that keeps the whole thing from tipping over, even if you have something heavier on this end. It doesn't move. Now, this table does move. That's not the part I meant doesn't move. You can swing this around any way. So if you're having it over your lap and you want to get up, you just swing it out of your way. It's also very adjustable. Right here, you've got a little knob. You turn it. It does kind of hit the top of it when it's all the way down. But once you move it as far as you want to go and screw it back into place, this knob is good. Now, what you don't want to accidentally do is take this all the way out, set it down somewhere and lose it, because then you can't adjust this. And in fact, this will not even stand up. If you lose the little knob, you're out of luck. You'll have to figure something else out. So do not lose it. If it's screwed in there, this is tight. It's not moving. Now you can get this all the way out. So be careful when you get it in there. Make sure it's inside this little part here. Screw it in there really tight as you can go. And I think most people can get it in there tight. If you have strength, grip problems, anything of that nature, get somebody to tighten it for you, and then don't move it so that you're not having to deal with that. Once you get it tightened though, it stays. It's not going to go anywhere. And then you can still turn the tabletop up here. It is in no way related to this. But look, because of how far I have it out, you can see that it is moving a little bit. So you want to make sure that you don't extend it so high that it's moving. Let me show you just how high I have it right now. This is me sitting down. The table is directly in front of me. If grip strength is not a problem for you, then by all means, you can adjust this as often as you want to. It's not hard to do. It's just a matter of having to turn it. And if the dexterity in your fingers is hard, or if you have arthritis, especially in through here, it might be a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. I think most people could adjust it pretty easily. Once you get it exactly where you want it, the thing is incredibly light. You can carry it anywhere you want. Move it out, get up, do whatever you need to do. And then if you want it right back in front of you, you can move it this way or that way. And because the base is the way it is, you can slide it underneath your chair if you want it right up against you, like perhaps you're about to eat and you want it right here against you. That's okay to do. And then you can still push it out. Or if you prefer to have it alongside your chair, which is my preference, then you can still push it in or out as necessary. I really appreciate that this part of the table is movable, but I also really like it that it's just so lightweight, because I can have it out here on the porch with me, whatever I'm doing, and kind of use it as an armrest even, have my stuff on it, or I can carry it inside and use it whenever I want. And because it's so light, I'm able to do that. Another great thing about this table is that it takes literal minutes to assemble. It does not take time at all. I think that most people could assemble this in just a few minutes. If you can turn the little hex tool into some hex screws, you can do this. And the tighter you get it, of course, the more sturdy it's going to be. But even if you're not able to get it super tight, it's still going to work for you just fine. Now, let me go show you what it would be like if you're using it inside your house, which I think most people would probably be using it with a chair, because I think that's also its biggest use case. You could also use it beside your bed. It'll easily go underneath your bed due to the way the bottom is made, but let's do it on a chair, and then you can kind of picture underneath the bed from there. It goes just underneath the chair like that, and then it goes over the top of it so that when you're sitting there, you can use it for various kinds of things. You can have it like this, where it's quite a bit taller. Maybe you want to set stuff there, but you're not going to use it in your lap. Or, as I mentioned, very easy to adjust. Just make sure you tighten it so that it doesn't slip down when you're using it or if you're putting weight on it. Now, this isn't the kind of table that you're going to be able to use to get up because there's no weight on the bottom. The reason it's wobbly in here is because my floors are not flat. They have rocks in them so that things don't fit on them flat. They move around. So this is not the table. The table lays flat. It was just fine outside, if you recall, but it's wobbly because of my floor. This isn't the kind of table that you would want to use to get up. So if mobility is an issue, I definitely would go with another one. And I'll insert that right here. This is another one that I've used. It goes underneath your chair. It has massive stability. It's got the little handle that you can use to stand up with. And that one is called the Able Life, which is what I recommend if mobility is an issue. But if all you want is a little table, a little side table, a little table to eat on, maybe do some crafts, read your book, especially great for outside, I think this can be good for that. If there's plenty of space in your area, you can definitely leave it where it's adjacent to your chair, or you can turn it in. Either way, it's not going to take up a lot of space, but you will need a little bit of room right here to be able to fit it in. Of course, you could always put it in front of you and then just move it because, as I mentioned, it is very light. Now, this is pushed all the way up against my chair, and we've got about a hand's width space that you'll need. So if you have two chairs pushed up against each other, you'll need to separate them just a little bit so you have room for this to fit under. But then once it's under, that is narrow enough, small enough that you can push another chair right underneath of it. I think the only real con for this is the little fingerprints. I've noticed this with a lot of the things I've been buying lately is that it's some kind of wood, some kind of coating on the wood that's leaving these massive fingerprints. Everywhere I touch, it's a fingerprint. My hands aren't excessively greasy. In fact, I just had a bath, so I know they're not greasy at all, but they leave little fingerprints. I don't really know what the resolution is for this. It's happening to several of my recent purchases. So hopefully I can figure that out. And the next time I talk about this, I'll have a solution for you. Aside from that, I don't have any cons for this. Do keep in mind that this is a smaller surface. Give you a little bit of perspective of the size of it. These are my hands. It's a normal size water bottle. Here are my glasses, just to kind of give you a perspective. This is not a giant table. This is great for books, coloring, crafts, eating, but you're not going to be able to do giant puzzles on it, paint by numbers, diamond art, that kind of thing. A coloring book would work on this, things of that nature. Perfect for grandkids if they come over and you want to be able to put this away and get it out only when they're there, just because it is easy to move out of the way. Now, do remember that it has a base that stays attached, so you're not going to be able to fold this up. You could always take it out of the pipe here and then put it in a closet, but I think that would just feel like a lot of work. If that's the kind of table you want, you should probably just get a folding tray table. I think that would be easiest if that's your goal. But if you want to keep it out, I think this is really best for someone who wants to keep it out and near them, whether that be a couch, a chair, a bed, or outside like I'm using it. It has a lot of use cases. I hope that answers all your questions. If you're in the market for a little table, you can look right there and the QR code will have popped up somewhere throughout the video. You can scan that with your phone and that'll take you over to the store. It'll open right up for you. I also will have it linked below like I always do. Also should be popping up right now some other videos of this nature if you're in the market for a table. I've got some others. I'm a big table aficionado and I hope that helps. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you real soon.